Mr. Excuses, thank you for joining us today.
Who the fuck you talking to, dude? Is that the welcome I get? Is that the welcome I get
So,
for gracing you with my presence?
I believe last episode you said I have not shit to say to you because you showed up on time. And for our lovely audience, did you show up on time today?
I did. You were so slow getting the production shit going. So
okay.
yeah,
So we're gonna lie.
what
We're gonna
evidence?
lie
What
now. We're
evidence
gonna
do
lie.
you have? What evidence do you? Oh, actually, I did text you. I said,
Yeah.
dude, sorry, I completely lost track of time. All right, yeah, all right, my bad,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah.
Yeah, here we are, JV. Here we are once again.
So we are I guess 13 and a half hours, if I'm doing math right, away from Massachusetts having mobile sports betting.
Oh, is it happening? Do you think it's really? Do you think it's finally happening, bro?
I can tell you there's a lot of college basketball tournaments tomorrow, and I will find out at 10 a.m. if it's happening or not.
Yeah, true. Wow, it's been a long time coming, man. It's almost too good to be true. But like we've been saying, there's a lot of money, I bet, riding on this passing tomorrow. So I think it's happening.
Yep, agreed. So what are you drinking?
I need a little kick tonight. I need a little kick in the ass. So I got me some rye, the Rendezvous Rye, man, by the High West Distillery out in Utah, man. And this is my go-to rye, man. I know I have it a lot. And when I'm looking for something spicy, man, that's what I go with. That's what I got. What you got going on?
So anticlimactic. I'm drinking the same exact thing, believe it or not. And we did not plan that. For
Are
those
you kidding
wondering.
me?
No.
You fucking
no,
kidding me?
No.
The
Same
Rendezvous
exact
Rye.
thing. Same exact thing.
Hasn't happened yet. It took how many episodes?
It's
25?
25. 25 episodes, by the way.
We've
Look
done
at us.
25 Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Dude, really?
Yeah. I mean,
You know
unless I
what?
just like skipped 5, I went from like 20 to 25. I'm pretty sure it's been 25 episodes.
It's extremely possible that you did that.
Mhm.
Extremely possible. But wow. So it took 25 for us to get the same thing.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not. All right, let's get into it. I will say probably maybe a quicker show. I think I say that and then we always go to the full hour, but I think it's
We'll
going
go
to be a
an hour and a
quicker
half.
show. Big things though, big things. But before we can start on big things, let's do a little recap, if we will. Okay, let's just jump right into the recap. Do you have any idea what that first picture might be, my friend?
All right. It's somebody choking. Kind of has your frame. So that's
Touche.
So choke. Who pulled the choke job? I know. My former favorite UFC fighter of all time, Valentina Shevchenko. Did I get right?
You did.
Hey.
And I want people to go back and listen to the tape last week because I said, and again, I'm going to take credit for something I said I wasn't going to take credit for because, hey, why not? I said someone's going to beat her. And there's something about Grasso rolling around, maybe gets her as a sub. Now, the reason I'm taking credit for that is because your boy did take Grasso by sub.
Yeah. I went back and I listened to it. I actually went back and listened to what you said, and you called it. You said, I don't know, man. I think she's gonna get caught. And then I called you out. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? She's gonna get caught. You think Alexa Grasso is gonna catch her with something? The decision machine, Alexa Grasso. And then he said, well, I don't know, man. These fights, Valentina might get a little overconfident, give up her neck, and get caught. It's blah blah blah. It's exactly what happened, dude. She tried some spinny shit, which she often does. And Grasso was ready. In fairness, they trained the shit out of that. All the credit to her, man. All the credit to Alexa Grasso. I think it'll be an interesting rematch, but, you go, girl.
So I did take that sprinkle, but I'm not going to lie. I had a couple parlays with Shevchenko in them, and those all got destroyed because she lost. So I'm not going to take all the credit, but I did call the buy sub. So that is pretty good.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. For me, she was closing out a couple parlays. One of them was a money line bet. So when you look at that slip and you see, oh, bro, minus 745 to close out the parlay, Valentina money line, feel real good about it. It's a lock. You can imagine the feeling when that thing happened, when she gets choked out, man. It almost ruined my night. Almost.
But we were both very confident on John Bones Jones, and it paid off. I mean, you want to talk about not missing a step? Dear God, that guy no one's gonna beat him. No one's
No,
gonna beat him. No one's gonna beat
no,
him.
no way. He's gonna. I tell you, man, he's not gonna be in the UFC for long. I don't think. There's
Mm-mm.
nothing for him. There's nothing there for him. Francis would have been entertaining, kind of. I think Francis would have got destroyed. And now what? Who do I have to look forward to after John Jones doing that to Cyril Gahn? What am I going to get amped up for him to fight a 2-year-old Stipe? How old is Stipe now? I can't get excited for that, man. And then after Stipe, then it gets really scary. Who's he going to fight then? Alexander Romanov? Like what? Yeah, I don't know. It was great to see him back. The vibe was amazing. It was awesome, man. Really, as a fan of the sport, man, it was special.
It was great. It was great. I guess we kind of overstepped there. We were at the WinBet. I guess what is it called? The Win Sportsbook, WinBet Sportsbook.
It's the WinBet, yeah. WinBet Sportsbook, yeah.
WinBet Sportsbook. We did splurge for the recliner seats, and it was worth it. It was amazing. And what are your thoughts on it? But we're going to be there for March Madness. I don't know for how long, but it's definitely going to be on the agenda for March Madness.
Without a doubt. When you walk by the place, it looks a little undersized. It's always packed. So immediately, yeah, this is look at the vibe here. That's people outside. That's the outside of the sports book. And this is inside. You can barely move. So admittedly, oh man, look at that. That was bonkers, bro. Bonkers. That was after the John Jones sub. But anyway, it's a great spot. It's a great spot. When you walk by something in Vegas, for example, and you see something that small, it's like, what is that? I kind of had that initial reaction. But when you get those recliner seats, you're in for something special. You get your own waitress delivering drinks, delivering food. The seats recline. They're damn comfortable. You got your own private betting kiosk right behind you. Overall, man, it was a really good experience. Enjoyed it. And I hope we can do that again really soon. I don't think we can do that for March Madness, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, they're not selling the recliner seats. I think they're going to save that for the high rollers, which we are not. So more power to them.
Yeah.
But we do have space reserved there. Now, whether we use it or not is another story. Uncle Dana White, though, how about just getting a video of your boy celebrating John Bones Jones here? That Boston Bruise Bet sweatshirt is in clear view for Dana White's 8 million viewers.
2, 1.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Dana.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. Awesome. And hey, your boy might be there again Wednesday night, front row cage side in the Dana White post. I'm just saying. Don't know.
Just saying. Speaking of.
Yeah, Yuri.
To kick things off for our March Madness in Denver. What do I want to say this? March Madness adventure? No, I haven't come up with a better term. I don't know what. Bender?
Yeah, it's a bender.
It's a bender.
It is absolutely a bender, bro.
It's a bender. Yeah, it's probably the more accurate term. Anyway, kicking things off at Encore, going back. Combat Zone 79. Dana White's looking for a fight. Card looks awesome. A lot of fighters that we have seen before fighting back on this card. One fighter did stand out in particular, though. The Russian polar bear.
Yuri.
I think we've seen this guy once together. I've seen him once without you. Once was at Mohegan, and then I think I saw him with you down at Twin River. Just an animal, dude. His first round finishes. Again, local MMA scene. You see a guy a couple times. You either say, "Okay, I like this guy. I don't like this." To put things in perspective, I'm not going to name names, but I don't know if you remember the Combat FC guy who I was like, "This is the guy that lost last time. He's going to lose again," and then he lost.
Yeah.
So you start to pick up on who's got a shot here and who doesn't. I think the Russian polar bear is legit. So what we decided to do was get on his hype train and be a sponsor. So I don't want to act like it's just us, because if you look at that screenshot, he's got so many sponsors because he is that nasty. But we will be sitting front row cheering on our boy, the Russian polar bear. And when he gets to UFC, all I'm going to ask him is, Yuri, don't remember the little guys. Don't remember the little guys when you get to UFC.
Don't forget the little guys. Don't forget. We want him to remember the little guys.
Yeah. Don't forget the little guys.
You said don't remember the little guys. That's the last thing we want, bro.
It's been a long fucking day. Don't forget. Yuri, you know what I meant. Remember us. Remember me. Remember us. All right,
I'll tell you.
Remember JB, forget fucking Joey. How about that?
Nah, that sounds horrible. It sounds unwise. But like you said, JB, this guy, He looks like the real deal. I could see him on the Contender Series. A lot of quick work, a lot of quick finishes in the first round. In his next fight Wednesday, he's going against a 36-year-old. I tell you, 36 in the regional MMA scene, no bueno. So I like Yuri's chances in this next fight. I'm glad we're going to be the cage side. I'm glad we got a nice Boston Brews Bets logo in that motherfucker. Well done. I'm glad to be partnering with this guy, man. I'll tell you. And you can't beat walking out in the polar bear costume. It's very, very intimidating.
Like I almost, so the other sponsor on here, Wild Code, is like who sells that. I almost bought one. It wouldn't get here in time for the fight, but I wasn't gonna tell you this. I was just gonna like show up to Encore wearing it just to get your reaction, but it wouldn't be here in time. And the other thing is I'd probably be sweating my ass off sitting there in the thing. So that's the other
You're not gonna wear that the whole night, bro, drinking beers. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, so Russian polar bear, let's fucking go. Let's go,
Yuri. Big things, man.
All right. UFC Fight Night. I think it's kind of hard to have this fight card in between the Johns Jones fight, which honestly, that was one of the most exciting fights, or most excited I've been to for a fight, not the most exciting fight. And then after this, you have Usman Edwards. I kind of feel bad for these fighters. I think they're kind of getting the short stick here, but it's the first fight night where we can gamble on Massachusetts from the comfort of our comfort of our couch on our phone. So we'll break it down. I don't think I have a lot of hot takes. I don't think you do either, but nonetheless, we will break it down.
Yeah, it's a good card, man. Good card. I don't have a lot of takes, like you said, but let's do this, man. Let's do it. Good main event too. All right, here we go. Kicking it off. We got Carlston Harris versus Jared Gooden. On this one, JB, it's one of those. So I think Carlston Harris, I don't know what the odds are here, but I have him as the pick, because like if you want to go by the old logic of Carlston Harris, well, he beat Impa. Right? Jared Gooden, he lost to Impa. Boom. There's the logic. Now, just kidding. I think Carlston Harris, he is, the older fighter. He's more experienced. He's got more cage time in there. The guy's last fight was Shavkat. I mean, granted, he did get finished, but I mean, seeing him fight at that level, I think if I were to take a pick, I'd take Carlston Harris on this. He might be the favorite, JB. I'm not sure.
I couldn't find odds on it, to be honest with you, which is why that thing is just streaming there with no odds. It's not on DraftKings. I thought the fight actually got pulled because I couldn't find it, but I confirmed it's on. I just couldn't get odds on it. So, okay. Very interesting, but this is a pass for me. Again, I'm going to be very, very delicate with my bankroll here going into March Madness. So this is going to be a hard pass.
Yeah, that's wise. That's wise. Well. Look who it is. My boy, Tyson Nam, the 39-year-old flyweight. Now, normally, that's really bad. Normally, that's not the age you want to be in that weight class, right? But what did Joey do the last time Tyson Nam strolled out there into the octagon against your boy, O'Day Osborne? What happened, JV?
He knocked him out.
KO in the first round. I got a nice little prop on that first round KO. That was a big payday for me. So I gotta go back to it in some way, shape, or form, JB. Look, the writing is on the wall. Tyson Nam, he's not going to be able to keep up with these guys. His output and his volume is not there at all. But the dude can still bang, man. He really can. So going up against Bruno Silva, I'm saying there's a chance. And I'm going to sprinkle that round 1 KO once again, JB. Maybe round 1 or round 2. But at this point, if you're going to take the dog, if you're going to take Tyson Nam, you would think you're going to take him by KO. And I do think I shall do that with a little round 1 sprinkle for old time's sake. What do you think?
I think you used that opportunity to talk shit about my boy more than you talked about this fight, is what I think.
Hey, that was the biggest hit of 2022 for me, was that Tyson Nam first round KO. Plus 18.
I'm also going to be on KO, but I'm going to take Bruno Silva by KO.
Ooh, okay.
Tyson Nam hurt my night before. We're going to get a little vengeance here. Let's go, Bruno. Let's go, Bruno. Bruno by KO is at plus 250. Might just be a straight up play. Let's just see. You're taking a minus $200, minus 200 favorite and getting him up to plus 250. I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week.
That's a bitter bet, man. That's a bitter bet. BB. If you want to say it's a triple B, BBB, it's a bullshit bitter bet, dude.
That's cool. I thought we were using the Boston
Yeah.
Brews bets for the triple B, but okay.
Well, that's what I was getting at. It was way over your head, bro. Way
Oh,
over
whoa.
your fucking head. Jesus Christ.
Man,
Catch
sorry. Man, sorry. Sorry. I was waiting for you for too long.
up. All right, up next we got Tony Gravely versus Victor Henry. This is going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to this, man. I usually like Gravely. Explosive dude. He didn't get it done against Javid Bashrat last time. He strung together a couple wins before that. I like him as a fighter. I do, and he's in his prime. 31 years old, Gravely. So to see him as a dog, I like that. But I like Victor Henry a bit more. I do. Just as a fighter, I like his style. I know this is almost a pick 'em, which is why it's where I think it should be. So it's almost like, I'm staying away from this, JB, but I don't know, dog or pass situation. If Gravely's the dog, might as well take him. This, to me, should be a coin flip. But if I were to take a pick, I am going to say Victor Henry gets it done in there by decision. That's my take. What do you think?
I like it. Victor Henry is my pick. I'm not going to get cute with how, but Victor Henry is the pick. He's a parlay piece for me. I think he does win this fight.
Yeah.
I don't want to say easily, but I think he wins this fight.
Yeah.
No questions asked. So not easily.
Yeah,
it's going to be a dog fight, but I think Victor Henry comes out victorious.
Yep. We're on the same page there. What do we got next? Oh, JJ Aldrich, the minus 365 favorite against the queen of violence, Ariane Lipski, man. I wanted Lipski to be better in her career in the UFC. I wanted to see her win more fights, to be honest. She's pretty vicious. She fights with a lot of emotion. In my head, I have that image of her getting the knee bar on. Was it Lauren? Who was it? Lorna Carolina? I can't remember, but just her face is just like a psycho ripping this poor girl's knee in the opposite direction. It's stuck in my head. But I don't think she's that well rounded of a mixed martial artist, especially compared to JJ Aldrich, who I think just has put it together. And I think that's why you see her here as the favorite. JJ, her last loss was to Erin Blanchfield, so no shame in that. And then she put a 3-fight win streak together. So I get the odds, but I don't know, man. In women's MMA, when you can take a shot at Lipski at plus 300, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. It really doesn't. The only thing that bothers me, man, about Lipski is just, like I was saying, when you look at her record, she's been in the UFC since 2019. She's fought how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 times, and she's lost 5. That's not good. Is she UFC level? Probably not, given that she's lost 5 out of the 8 fights and she's at the UFC. So I don't think JJ Aldrich is the kind of gal that you get on the right track against. I just don't. But at these odds, are you feeling lucky? I'm walking the fuck away from this, man. But what do you think?
I'm taking Lipski. It's one of those things. I think she's better than she probably is. She's also a little bit of a cutie. So we're gonna put Lipski in a parlay here. Plus 300. Let's do it.
Oh my god! In a parlay.
Yeah, man. There's no This is JJ should be the favorite. Yes. This should be way closer odds. Way like minus 365. What has JJ proven? If you want to put her at minus 150 or something like that, sure. Why not? I don't care. But like minus 365, no business. No business.
Yeah. Disrespectful. I agree. It is disrespectful. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Well, good luck.
All right.
Good luck, man.
I appreciate that.
Oh my God. What happened to the odds here? Whoa, I haven't checked this in a while. Jesus, at minus 960, we have Mario Bautista against the old man, Guido Canetti. I was just about to say the odds kind of make sense, but no, this is come on. I understand Guido Canetti is 43 years of age. I understand that, but the bro's won his last 2 fights, including a KO over the pride of Milford, Chris Moutinho. He's looked good, man. He certainly hasn't looked like a 43-year-old fighter in his last couple fights. But then again, he's gotten 2 finishes in the first round. What does Guido Canetti look like in the second round? What does the 43-year-old man look like in the third round? I don't know if I want to see that. And I don't know if Mario Bautista is going to let this get to the second or third round, to be quite honest with you, JB. So the question becomes, what do you do with this fight? Nothing is my answer. Would I love to get on Bautista? Yeah, because I think he's gonna win this fight. But get those odds the fuck out of here. Guido Canetti, is it worth a dog shot? Well, you tell me. Is he gonna outclass Mario Bautista 3 rounds and get a decision? No. Is he gonna finish Mario Bautista? Maybe. I guess if you're gonna take a stab at him, why not take him by finish? I don't know. But get me away from this. Can't do it.
Yeah, no, this is a hard pass. This is you got to be smart with your bankroll here. If you want to put
Yeah.
a sprinkle piece on Canetti, go for it. But if you're putting minus 960 on Mario Batista or putting him in a
Yeah.
parlay, like, come on, no, absolutely
Not at that
Absolutely
price.
not.
Not at that price, man. Yeah, I don't have anything on this one, but next up we got Cedric Dumas versus Josh Fremd. Minus 210 for Dumas, and Fremd coming in at plus 180, fresh off his loss against Tresean Gore. I don't really have a take on this because I don't know much about Dumas coming off the Contender Series. I don't like what I'm seeing from Fremd, so I have no business fading him at this point. I don't know. Do you have anything on this?
So I didn't. I will tell you that the podcasts I do listen to are very heavy on Dumas.
Oh yeah.
I don't necessarily see it, but I also don't see a reason not to jump on board. Dumas is undefeated. So I think this is a let's see if the UFC is going to push this guy or not type situation. So Dumas is a parlay piece. I'm not touching it straight up, but Dumas is going to be a parlay piece for me.
Yeah, I don't mind it, I suppose. Josh Fremd might not belong in the UFC. He's only been in there for 2 fights. He's lost them both. He's coming up against what could be an up-and-coming stud at 7-0, 6 by finish. So I don't hate that. Rolling the dice with the parlay, but hey, you do you, JB. What podcast?
That one was Die Hard MMA, I believe.
Okay,
my boy
Clint
Clint
likes-
at Die Hard. Clint's trying to hook us up with a promo code too for some Mass Sports book. So hopefully it comes through. But we'll see. He's been.
What a guy! Clint's a good dude, man. He's a good guy.
He is. The only thing I'll say about this fight card as we move on to the next fight, all these bets too. This would be a non-worthy drive up to New Hampshire for me. So I'm going to place bets on it because I can do it from my couch. And it's like, oh my fucking God, I'm so excited to do that. But if this was not able to be bet from the comfort of my couch, this is when I would say, you know what? I'm not going up to New Hampshire. I'm just going to skip this card. That's my confidence level on these bets. So take that on for what it's worth.
Sure. Yeah, sure. No, well said, man. Well said. This next fight should be interesting. We got Rafael Asuncao versus Davey Dangerous Grant. Almost a pick 'em. Rafael coming in as a slight dog, and I like that. I like that, man. I mean, he's fought nothing but dogs. Nothing but fucking dogs. Speaking of Victor Henry, he beat him by decision in his last fight. And then before that, you got the gauntlet of Simone, Cody Garbrandt, Corey Sandhagen, Marlon Moraes, Rob Font. Dogs, man. So this guy is fighting the best of the best in that weight class. And I like that, man. So I know he's 40 years old, but guess what? His opponent's 37. When you look at the competition on Dangerous Grant's side, it's not the same, bro. It's not the same, you know? So for that reason, I like Asuncao as the dog, man. I do, and I might take it. I know he's getting over the hill, but look, the dude's still fighting, and I might like him in this dog spot straight up. Parlay, probably not, but I might take a stab. Hope for some money to come in on Grant, get that to a nicer number. Might take a stab. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't hate anything you said. Again, this could be a pass for me, but I do agree with your pick, but not to the level that I'm willing to risk my hard-earned money on it.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Next up, we got Lucas Brisky versus Carl Williams. Speaking of hard-earned money, I'm not doing it here. You know, Carl Williams coming off the Contender Series. It's something I don't need to bet on. And his opponent, Lucas, he is, again, 1 fight off of the Contender Series, had 1 fight in the UFC and lost. It's like, I don't need to bet on this shit, bro. One of you guys show me something. One of you show me that you have a future in the UFC. But nah, come on. You can't bet on this. Or can you, JB? Or can you?
I mean, you can, but I will not. Again, I don't like anything on this at all. Before we move on to the main card, I'm gonna digress here a little bit.
All right.
Just got a message from one of the listeners who will remain nameless.
Okay.
Says I emptied the account tonight on Penn State plus 3. Was it plus 3 or plus 3.5? Hang on, no, plus 3. So that's a push. How did he win money? I guess they covered. So plus 3.
Hmm.
Penn State wins 79-76. So Penn State covers. So you get the empty the account. You're like, oh, I love when people do that. I'm like, empty the account, nice. Sends it to me. I think this is an account he doesn't normally use. The wager was 23 cents to win 44 cents. He emptied the account. Emptied the account. Love
Come
it.
on, man.
Love it.
Well,
Love it.
it says something about the account, doesn't it?
I love that account. I love that account. All right. I digress. All right. Let's move on to the main card and see if we get some plays in here, huh?
All right, let's do it. Up first, we got Vitor Petrino versus Anton I don't know how to pronounce his last name, man. Turkalj. All I know is I saw this guy, I saw a video. I don't know if you saw this, man, where he's talking about like being sexy or some bullshit. His nickname is the Pleasure Man. He's from Sweden. I don't typically like fighters like this. And this is a time where I don't like this fighter, right? I want him to lose. But, Vitor Petrino is another contender series guy, man. But he did win that fight by KO. All right. So they're both similar age, 25 and 26. 7-0 undefeated is Petrino, and the only loss that the Pleasure Man has against is Jelton Almeida, which that dude is a fucking trained, so there's no shame in getting finished by him. But it's a pick 'em. I just hope the Pleasure Man loses. I think when you try and put on some kind of act, and that's your act, I'm the Pleasure Man and I'm sexy. It's like for WWE, okay, maybe I'll get behind you. But for like actual cage fighting, I want those guys to lose. I want dogs. And I think Vitor Petrino is that dog in this fight. He's unfortunately he is the dog on the with the betting lines, but I'm leaving this alone. I know it's the first fight of the main card. I'm not getting involved.
Do you know how to read betting lines?
We got minus 115. Petrino is the favorite. Yeah. But it's like everyone makes mistakes, JB. You're still mad that the Triple B joke was way over your head. You didn't see what I was doing with the Boston Bruce bets, bullshit, bitter bets. You just
no. See, this is the funny thing is, I know you're a very intelligent human being. So when you do dumb shit like that, I find it so fucking hysterical because I've known you for so long. That's why it's comical to me. Like it's literally not going to be funny to anyone else in this podcast. But like I know you're smart despite like what we say on this show. So when you do something that stupid, I'm like, he literally doesn't have a fucking brain.
You fucking douchebag. Thanks, man. Thanks, bruh.
Anyway, Petrino, parlay piece. Gotta be a slight parlay piece. He'll be in some and not in others. Again, because I can bet from the comfort of my couch, I will be doing it. If I couldn't, this is a pass for me.
Okay, parlay. Wow. All right. Go JB. All right. Next up, Said Nurmagomedov, not part of the Nurmagomedov family that we all know and love. Just an outsider, but he's pretty good. Going against Jonathan Martinez. For me, the question is, when do you fade Said? When do you fade him? Because since he's not part of the family, the guy is human. And the guy, he's going to eventually lose. That's what I think, man. So is it going to be against Jonathan Martinez? I'll tell you what, man, it could be. It could be.
Said's lost.
Oh, he has. Yeah, he absolutely has. He's lost several times, hasn't he? He's lost once in the UFC. I know that. And he's had a sketchy-ass decision as well against Douglas Silva. So the guy's, he's going to lose fights. He's not your normal Nurmagomedov. The dude is going to lose. I'm interested in Jonathan Martinez here at this price. I am. Plus 210. I like that. When Jonathan Martinez, the guy's fought, he's 28 and he's fought a lot, man. Over 20 times he's fought. The guy, he gets to share knockouts, but he also goes to decision. Is Said Nurmagomedov a guy that you're going to knock out? Probably not. Never has been. So I'm probably not going to get cute with it, JB. But I like Martinez in this spot. I do not believe in Saeed Nurmagomedov. I think he's a good fighter, but he is not a Nurmagomedov level fighter. And I think he's going to drop this one. So if I can get Martinez at plus 210, I think I'm going to roll that dice, bro.
Good luck to you. This is a pass for me. I hope it happens. I do. I hope Martinez wins. I don't see it, but I also don't love laying minus 250 on Saeed. So this is a pass for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it. All right. Up next, we got Austin Lingo plus 300 versus Ricardo Ramos. Coming in at minus 365. Yeah, so for this, I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm looking forward to the fight. I am. I like fighters with badass nicknames. I think Lights Out, shout out to Sean Merriman, dude, is a nice fighter nickname. I like that. I don't know if Austin Lingo gets it done here. I don't. Plus 300 is nice to look at. It's tempting for sure. But I just don't. I don't know, man. I think this is a step up for him, and I don't think he's going to be up to the challenge. I'm not going to bet it because I don't feel strong either way. Are you taking something here?
No, the odds are too crazy. I thought about a sprinkle on Lingo, but I don't feel good about it all. So again, I think I mentioned this to you. I am very excited for March Madness. So this is, if March Madness was not around the corner, I would be taking Lingo. I'm not going to lie there. But I am doing some severe bankroll management to get me through March Madness.
Yeah, wise. That's wise, man. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous about that. Oh, here we go. Back again. Nikita Krylov versus Ryan Spann. So the question is, I don't know if you know this, the answer to this, JB. Is this a 5-round fight or is this 3?
They moved it to a 3. Great question.
All
The
right.
same question I had a look. It is a 3-round fight.
Yeah, so this is funny. I'm gonna do a little switch up here. I'm taking Ryan Spann. I have clowned this guy for far too long, and his reaction to the fight getting canceled. He's in a new camp. He's got new people around him. So I think he's went from the guy who, quote unquote, as he would say, has never trained for a fight before, which is exactly what he said 2 fights ago, post-fight interview. I think he's went from that guy to now taking shit serious. He's got a new gym. The guy was in tears when his fight got canceled, when Nikita had to pull out. He was in tears, and it was mostly because he wanted to go out and show his shit and that he'd worked so hard with his team. So I think, I don't know, I think this is a new Ryan Spann we're going to see, man. I just think that something happened, man. Something happened with this guy, and I think he's going to get out. He's going to get the dub. Does he get the KO? I don't know. I don't think so. If it's a 3-round fight now, I'd be more confident just taking him straight up at plus 145. Maybe even throw him in a parlay, but I feel like a big hypocrite here, JB. But his reaction to the fight getting canceled was not a normal reaction. I think this guy's different. What do you think?
So I was actually going to bet Spann last time, so I'm going to stick with betting him now. I want to be clear. I do not like him, though.
Me neither.
I don't necessarily think he's a changed fighter. He's got too much of a punch to be a dog, in my opinion. Again, if this was a minus 110, I stay away from it. I just like, what does Nikita have that Ryan doesn't, that it's minus 170 plus 145? Those odds don't make any fucking sense to me. So I'm going to take Ryan Spann here, and I do think it's a very confident play. Or I shouldn't say that. It's a very value play. Like, I think this should be a pick 'em, and you're getting one of the fighters at plus 145, so you have to take it, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think Krylov, more experienced guy, way more fights, maybe. And he's a good fighter. Ryan Spann needs to prove that he's at this level, man. He hasn't done that yet. I think that's what the odds are showing there, but we'll see.
But technically in the rankings, this is 7 versus 8, right? Like, it is like literally like they're right next to each. Like, I hear you. Yes, Nikita is. I mean, what's the age difference here? Actually, Spann's older.
How old is Spann?
31.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Krylov's got a lot of experience for a young buck, man.
Oh yeah, but he's okay. He's from the Ukraine. They start fighting at like fucking 4.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
still
it's,
sticking with
it's
Span.
not a deep weight class, man. That's why. Yeah, but yeah, look, Span is the way. Span is the way to go. I feel it, man. I feel it. All right, we got Alexander Volkov going against Alexander without the E. Romanov. So King Kong against Drago. Badass, man. Badass. I don't know if Alexander Romanov is the real deal. He went through a bunch of tuna cans, finishing, gets some nice subs. He does the thing where he flips his coach after the fight, gives him a nice body slam. Dude's an entertainer. But there's been moments watching this guy where I've been like, all right, he's super strong. He's got nice subs, nice wrestling, but is this guy for real? And he's made me nervous a few times. And then after he lost to Marcin Tybura, who is a real martial artist, I don't know. For me, I think he got a little bit exposed. Now the question is, you got Drago on the other side, super experienced. Jesus Christ, 45 professional fights, man, and he's still only 34. Dude's tough to beat, man. Volkov is tough. He's tall as shit, dude. Tall as shit. He's durable. He's a good fighter, man. You got to be good to beat Volkov. So the question is Romanov good? Is he the real deal? Is he what I thought he was when he was running through all these tuna cans? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say he does win this fight. I'm gonna bank on him making improvements. I'm gonna bank on him being the younger fighter. I think Drago, even though he's only 2 years older, he's got some more wear and tear on him for sure. This one's tough. Just talking through it, it's like Romanov hasn't proved that he's at this level. He has not, man. And this Volkov's level is legit in this weight class. It is. This is frustrating, bro. I want to take Romanov. My gut tells me Romanov, but I might just walk away from this because Volkov is not a fucking joke, dude. And if you lose to Marcin Tybura, what confidence should I have that you're going to take down Volkov? I don't have the confidence. I'm going to probably walk away, JP. I don't like it. We're probably going to do it.
So I'm going Volkov, and I'm going pretty confident.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not confident is Volkov's lost to Tom Aspinall. I don't think Tom Aspinall is good. So
I think he's good. No, I think he's good, man. Yeah,
good.
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
Good.
Yeah, the dude needs to fight a little bit more. I want to see him more, but he's been impressive, man.
I mean, I guess his last fight was the bullshit knee injury against Curtis Blades. I forgot about that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Aspinall. To your point, like Romanov's last fight, like I'm looking at the odds, he was a minus 2,200 favorite against Chase the Vanilla Gorilla.
Minus 2,200.
Yeah.
Wow, that's stupid. Yeah,
that's his last fight. That's his last fight. So I don't think he's bad. I think he's actually a good fighter, but the difference in competition, the difference in history here, you got Volk at plus money. Take it and run. Take it and run.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You take him by decision?
Just no, don't even get cute. Just take the plus 130. Don't get greedy. Take the plus 130.
What about by KO? I don't know.
Take the plus 130.
All right, fine. Volk, take it straight up.
So
plus 130.
Right,
yeah.
So hang on. Let me look at this then. Let me just see what the difference here is between this. So
yeah, there's so many props that are of interest here. Romanov gasses, right?
So Volk plus 330 by KO.
Okay.
Plus by decision plus 350. Just take the plus 130. How bad are you going to feel if you take him by decision and he wins by KO or vice versa?
All right, you know what? It just hit me. Volkov round 3 knockout, brother. Romanov is not going to be able to keep up. He is a gas machine, dude. He's not going to be able to stand on the feet with Volkov. He's going to get pieced up. He's going to gas. He's not going to get the takedowns because Volk is 9 feet tall. And then in the third round, he's just going to fall. He's going to collapse. Round 3 KO Volkov. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Can I get that? So round 3 is plus 1,600. I got to assume round 3 by KO is got to be around exact plus, method of no.
Plus 2,600. I'm going to say 2,500. What do we got? Give me something nice. Give me a nice number here.
Okay, here we go.
Give me something tasty. I want a round 3 KO by Drago. That's what I want.
Oh, that's submission. Never mind. Plus 1,600. So you take him to win by KO plus 1,600. You take him to win by KO or submission, plus 1,600. I know he's not going to submit him, but do yourself a favor. Just take the round 3. Just take the round 3
Love it.
because you're going to get that one thing. He grabs an arm. You're like, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the worst. All right. There it is. Boom. All right. In the main event, we got Petr Yan at minus 260 going against Merab Dvalishvili. I'm pretty sure. Dvalishvili. Merab Dvalishvili. This is gonna be interesting, man. I have been one to probably put too many of my eggs in the Petr Yan basket. I think he's a dog, man. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a great boxer. I think he's got solid takedown defense. I feel ashamed to say this, JB. I never saw the O'Malley fight. I was in Europe or something when it happened. I missed it and I just never watched it. So I feel like I'm not fully prepared to comment on this fight because for me, what I want to say, and keep me in check here, right, is O'Malley is a skilled striker. He knows what he's doing on the feet, right? Merab does not. Now, I do think you'll see some improved striking from Merab. I sure hope so. I think you will see that, right? But on the feet, Merab is not going to be able to hang with Yan, right? That's what I think. So what's he going to do? He's going to do what he always does. Just go for takedown after takedown after takedown. Is that going to be an effective game plan against Yan? Are you going to be able to take him down and keep him down? I don't know. If it's on the feet, Merab, I think he's got some things to worry about. I think the thing is Yan motivated anymore? I'm concerned about that. I really am. And I don't know the answer to that. Is Merab motivated? I'm sure as fuck no he is. He's going for a fucking title run. I'm quite sure of it. 5 rounds, of course that favors Merab. Of course. The dude's been fucking begging for a 5-round fight since he got to the UFC. So surely that advantage is with him. But I'm taking Yan in this one, and I'm taking him by decision. I don't like that. And I don't feel confident in this. I truly don't. Because I think Merab is dangerous. I think, with the Longo team over there, they're that's a good gym, man. So he's been making improvements. I think we're going to see that on the feet. So I'm going to take Yan. I'm going to take Yan by decision, but I don't feel great about it, JB. I don't feel great about it at all.
Yeah. Unbettable is a strong word, and I'm not going to use it to describe Petr Yan, but I lost a shit ton on him against Sean O'Malley, which I was so confident.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Merab here just for that sole reason. There's no fight tape. There's no studying the fighters who's better on. Petr Yan should have destroyed Sean O'Malley. Should have ripped him fucking apart. Does Petr Yan have that dog in him anymore?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sterling take that away from him?
That's so horrible to hear because I lost a lot of money on that rematch, bro.
So
what's the trend here, JB? We're both losing a lot of money on Yan.
He's unbettable. So the play for me here is Merab. If I lose, and again, this is just a psychiatric thing for me. If I lose money on a dog, all right, it was a shot.
Sure.
If I lose money on a favorite, what the fuck?
Right.
So it's dog or pass for me here. Merab's going to be part of my parlay. I may bet Merab straight up because I can do it because I don't know. Let's see how I'm doing after the Volk fight. If I'm up money, I may place a little bet on Merab. If not, then I might just say, watch it.
We got that flexibility, brother. Or we should, if this thing passes tomorrow, we can fire off some live bets, bro. It's going to be a whole different experience.
So on that note, again, I've been crushed with work, and I know you have. It's been approved. It's a go. So,
dude, are you sure? Where did you hear that? Credible sources.
GBH News. Who is that?
I don't know what that is, but hey, if it's a news outlet, if it's
all
six
news,
apps, it's got to be true.
All 6 apps received approval, which means Massachusetts residents can bet on their sports via their phones. starting tomorrow, March 10th at 10 a.m. The apps that were approved were Barstool, BetMGM, Caesars, DraftKings, FanDuel, and WynnBet. There are additional operators, Better, Fanatics, and Ballybet, that are planning launches in the next few months. Better is aiming for as soon as this month, but to be told.
Wow, this is happening, bro. This is happening. That's what's gonna make this card a blast, man. That's what's gonna make this card a blast, dude. I promise you. So we'll see what happens with that main event. I like your take. I can't blame you at all for taking her up.
No, I can't bet Peter Yan again. So that to the point, that is a dog or pass for me. There is zero chance I bet on Peter Yan at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been trying to find a home for us, Joey. Been trying to find a home for us for March Madness. I have things in the works. I don't feel great about any of them.
None of them.
I don't feel great. It's probably too strong.
Yeah, that was very harsh, bro.
Harsh.
I was supposed to be looking forward to this, man.
We have reserve seating at the WynnBet Sportsbook. It is not the reserve seating I want, but it is reserve seating nonetheless, so I should not complain there. Banners. I have a reservation, but Banners historically has done something on football Sundays, the Super Bowl, where you buy a seating chart, right? So you know where you're seating in your view of your TV, and I have not seen that yet. And I'm concerned about that. So if anyone out there from Banners is listening, shoot your boy JB an email, jb@bostonbrewsbets.com. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. If that's not an option, that's fine. Can I promise that JB and Joey are going to be there? No.
That's going to really hurt. That's going to hurt you.
It's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt us.
Probably not.
No, I'll be devastated.
We are going to try to do a live podcast. Will it be good? Probably not.
No, it'd be.
Will it be fun? Yes.
Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be AirPods and cell phones. There's gonna be no professional microphones. There's gonna be no laptops. It's gonna be bare bones, baby. And you may not hear anything besides the background noise of a bar room. But if that's what you hear, good for you. But we're gonna try, and we're gonna succeed. I feel like
we're gonna do it, man. It's gonna be interesting because when we normally do the show, you know, we got some whiskeys going. We're drinking some beers. It's a good time, right? When we attempt the show this time, we are going to be double-digit beers deep. This is not going to be, we're forming sentences for the most part right now and during our regular shows. I have some concerns, so we got to make a pact. When we do this, we just post it, or it's a live stream, right? So it's live. We have no choice. We have no option.
It's a live stream. This is going to be a YouTube and Twitter only. After it's done, it'll live on YouTube. I am not posting it to Spotify. I'm not going to edit an 8-hour fucking live stream. No. It's going to be if you're there, great. If for whatever reason you want to listen to us for 8 hours after the fact, you have to go check yourself into a mental institution.
Yeah, it's not good.
Want to happen is I want people to get there, jump in the chat. What are the plays? Let's spend some money together. Right. Let's get some fucking plays going. You know, let's fucking have some fun. March Madness, St. Patrick's Day, Boston. It's all about fun.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And hey, keep in mind, dude, this is kind of my entry level experience with March Madness. You while out and go nuts in previous years. I don't always get so into it. So I'm very much looking forward to this, man. The bar is high.
Bar is very high. Bar is very high. Gotta throw it up here. Last time.
Oh, this is the unit I'm going to cash. All right. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So were you late to the show today? Yes or no?
There is no evidence of that. I suggest if you make such claims that you are able to prove it, because I will deny it to the death.
Okay.
But that's not part of the bet. That's not part of the bet here.
No, but I do have a concern with you showing up. And again, I want to, when I say a 10-14 out of 16 March Madness games, a 10-14 start to finish. This is not showing up for the last 30 seconds of one game and the first 30 seconds of another, so you get your 14 games. This is complete games. I do. You like your naps. You're a little bit of a siesta guy.
Oh, I love naps. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the siesta, especially after a big lunch, just kind of zonk out for an hour. I'm a big fan of that.
And the fact we got the Russian polar bear going, sitting front row, I'm concerned about the attendance on March 16th. I'm just gonna say it.
No, dude.
I'm concerned.
No, bullshit.
I'm concerned.
Why do you think the first thing I asked you was what time do the games fucking start? Because I
And
don't
how
know.
do you
man.
not know that?
I
They've
don't
been
know. Never
starting
mind
at
that.
noon
Put that to the
the
side.
entire fucking
Put
time.
that to the side. I told you. I haven't got into it in the past, dude. So when you told me that I have a noon start time to work with, you think I can't show up for a noon start time? What do you think? We're fucking 22 and we fucking go to bed at like 4 in the morning and wake up at like 2 p.m.? We're past that, bro. We're past that, right? Our bodies don't allow that to happen anymore. But then
No,
again, our
see,
bodies
no.
also don't allow us to drink double-digit beers so easily either. So, all right, I see where you're coming from. I think based on what you're saying, what I'm understanding from your spiel is that I should be a plus 200 dog in this bet.
I'll give you plus 150, but I'm not going to give you those odds. But if anyone else wants to bet on this, I don't know how that would happen. Plus 150. Give you a
All right, plus 150. Done. Deal,
because here's
deal.
where I disagree with you. We will be staying up. We're going to be at Encore. We're going to watch the fucking Russian polar bear fucking win in round one. We're going to be celebrating, be fucking chest bumping the Russian polar bear, going to the blackjack table, just fucking hitting blackjacks left and right. And it's going to be fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. We're like, ah, shit, got a big day. And then we're going to wake up and it's going to be like, okay, we're good. And I'm going to not find you. It's going to be the hangover situation. You're going to be gone. You're going to be on the roof of the Encore.
No, you know where I'm going to be? At the craps table with the fucking polar bear suit on, rolling dice, bro. That's where I'm going to be.
I'm not confident in that, but I wish you the best of luck.
All right, fair point. This whole thing is very risky. I don't like it.
All very risky. It's all very risky. But again,
oh.
So monster Saturday for your boy.
that was a huge
monster. Undid all my bad decisions of January and February. All my bad decisions where I am essentially break even going into March Madness, where is exactly where I want to be.
That was Johnny Bones. Bones did that to you?
It was Johnny Bones. Right? It was
but you had some other hits.
I had some other hits. I had a Duplessis hit. I had the Grasso by submission. That was a 0.25 unit to win 5.25 unit. So there were some big plays on Saturday, or some nice hits, I should say. And your boy is now positive. He's feeling confident. And
that's huge.
This is the start. This is, it's going to be a good month. It's got to be a good month. Now, to be fair, work's been shitty. I did not even text you and say, is yours accurate or not? And I will preface, we are not counting the bet slips that have been placed physically at Encore because that is going to be a mathematical headache. I will tell you, I think we both, and people will say that's bullshit, I think we came close to breaking even / slightly positive.
Exactly right. Yeah.
With the bet slips, and I think you had no actual trackable bets as of March. Fair?
That's correct. That is correct. I was down 7 units after Valentina, but immediately maxed out my ATM withdrawals, put it all on Jones, and won all of that back. So you are indeed correct with the break-even comment.
I love it. I love it.
That was very hectic.
And I will say, if the WinBet Sportsbook does do the reserve seating in the recliners for pay-per-views, I'm going to be a frequent guest there.
JP, I love it, man. I absolutely loved it.
The vibe was unreal. Like,
it was.
The crowd booing Ciryl Gane as he was walking out, and then just losing their shit as John Jones came out. And then when Jones grabbed his neck, just everyone going, that's not enough. That's not. And he submitted him. The fucking place went bonkers.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. 20 rows deep, bro. People around the sportsbook area, 20 rows deep, man. Look at this shit, dude.
Unreal.
Absolutely insane. So I'm with you, man. For the next pay-per-view, I would not hesitate, man. We got to get there.
Oh yeah. Big fan of that, to say the least. What else we got here? Coming soon, Combat Zone 79. We talked about it. Let's go, Yuri. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, the polar bear.
And March Madness. The Brook, I think you might be out.
Yeah.
I think you might be out, the Brook. I'll make a final call tomorrow, but I think we're down to WinBet banners. And again, Hurricanes, Cask and Flag, and the Harp, all these places, all probably going to be visited. But where is the home of Boston Bruce bets? I think it's down to the Brook in WinBet, and I want one of them to give me an answer.
Absolutely, man. We need a home. You're right.
All right. So last thing I'm going to run down here, just in case anyone's still listening from Massachusetts, is the promos going on. I want to make sure no one misses any promos here. So again, FanDuel Sportsbook, DraftKings Sportsbook, BetMGM, Caesars, Barstool, and Win are the ones who got approval for tomorrow. I'm going to run through these very, very quickly. I have them on my phone. BetMGM, sign up and get $200 in bonus bets. Lovely. Love getting free money.
Nice.
Caesars. Caesars don't mean to dish you, but do you giving away any promos? Because I don't see shit.
Come on. If you're not giving away money at this point for an event like this, get out of here.
Win bet, you get a $50 sports credit and a $100 bet credit. I'm pretty sure that $100 bet credit has to be placed tomorrow. I think it's like a bet or lose type credit.
Okay.
FanDuel is doing $100 in bonus bets. We'll get about my FanDuel in a second. Caesars, I'm not seeing shit. DraftKings, if you are a new customer, you're getting $200 in bets. If you are not a new customer, since they're throwing you $100 in bonus bets. Barstool, I'm pretty sure, is $200 if you're a new user. However, unfortunate for me, nothing if you are not a new user.
Oh, I'm new, bro. I'm new. Let's go, Portnoy.
Yeah. So that's that. My recommendation is sign up for all of them, get all the free money you can. And then I would honestly recommend staying loyal to one or two. FanDuel, got to give you guys a shout out. I got a little message the other day, and it was like, hey, we're coming to Massachusetts. We're going to give you a 20-unit bonus bet. And my pants fell off. My pants fell off. A 20-unit bonus bet before March. Oh, and by the way, it expires on March 18th, which means that I have to use it on March Madness.
Is it a single bet? Can it be a single wager or multiple?
No, it is 20 units that I can place anyway. I can do 21 unit bets. I can do 40 half unit bets.
Oh my
God. Or as math goes. Awesome. So your boy is going to be a little crazy on March Madness. I want to preface that for anyone following my picket, because that's not my money. I am not betting 20 units on March Madness. So if you see it, it was free money. Thank you, FanDuel Sportsbook.
Hey, props to them, man. Talk about fighting for your customers, bro. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking do it. Credit to them.
All right. So I think that's it. I think we're legal in about 12 and a half hours here. That's so exciting.
Wow.
And we're going to find a home for us on March Madness. We'll see. We're going to do a live stream. I'll do a live stream from fucking outside the TD Garden if I have to. It's going to happen. Oh, yeah. And I'm thinking it's only going to be probably live streams next week, Joey, because I don't think we have it in us to do like a show and a breakdown of Usman Edwards. We'll probably try to cover that in one of the live streams, but there's not going to be like a 8:30 start time on Thursday next week, because there's zero chance I'm going to be able to form a sentence by that point.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no chance of that. So, yeah, we're going to have a flurry of live streams next week. And, I mean, that's going to be the way – that's the only way that we're going to do it. We're road warriors looking for a home, right? We're gonna try and find one. If we can't find one, we're just going to probably end up in a double-digit amount of bars trying to find the record button on our phones and make it happen. That's the best we can do. But you know what? This is what we've been waiting for, bro. 'Twas the night before legalization, and I'll tell you, man, it is a great vibe. It's a great vibe. So we got a hell of a week, man. Next week, hell of a week. I'm looking forward to it, not just as a newbie to the March Madness experience, as wild as that fucking sounds, but it's gonna be nice, man. Pulling out that phone, throwing some live wagers out there. Let's fucking go, bro.
So Massachusetts is gonna have legalized gambling and legalized marijuana.
Wow. Who would have thought 10, 15 years ago, bro, huh? Who would have thought?
That is an interesting fact pattern. All right, man. Well, I'm sure I'm going to be texting you at like 10:01 tomorrow and be like, dude, lock.
Yeah.
But otherwise, get excited. Let's place some bets on UFC, but let's manage that bankroll and have a very, very, very positive next week. How about that?
Yes, it sounds good to me, brother. Sounds good to me, my man. So let's call it a wrap. And the next time you hear from us interwebs, it'll be on the live stream from the iPhones.
All right. Well, stay positive, my friend.
All right. Stay positive, bruh.